what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. And what are we going to talk about today? All right, so in this video, I am going to be talking about a question that I have gotten a few times on my videos in the comment section, and that is around if people should get a PhD in social work or a DSW in social work, and also if I ever plan to get this higher degree in social work. So first, I want to break down the difference between a DSW and a PhD in social work. A DSW in social work is a doctorate in social work, and a PhD is, I honestly don't know what PhD stands for, but I think all of you out there kind of know what it means, right? Is it like philosophy of... Okay, that's probably another reason I'm not getting a PhD in social work, because I don't even know what the hell it means. So anyways, a DSW in social work really focuses on more of the practical side of social work, actually doing the on-the-ground, hands-on work, and it prepares you for more administrative and higher leadership roles within social work. So mostly people get a DSW if they are interested in actually working within the field of social work, but in a more leadership role or a leadership capacity. And a PhD in social work is a little bit different because it is getting you ready for academia and being a researcher in social work, focusing on a certain area that is interesting and meaningful to you. It also prepares you to be a professor and to teach and groom the future social workers that are to come. Those are kind of the differences. So really in this video, I'm going to focus on the PhD side because that's the area that I actually thought about and considered for myself before. And I'm going to talk about why I don't think I'm ever going to get a PhD in social work. And I know this video is gonna make my old mentor a little bit sad. So to kind of rewind it, when I was an undergrad, I was a part of this organization called the McNair Scholars Program, and it was focused on helping first generation college students with getting the skills and training to ultimately get a PhD in whatever field of their choice. So I went through this program when I was a junior/senior in undergrad, and the program was amazing. I was able to create my own research project and actually go out, do the research. I worked with a PhD faculty member at my university, and he helped me to do a research study and write a paper or report of my research study. Of course, it was never really published or put in a research journal, but having that experience was really amazing, and it really taught me all of the steps that are involved in doing research, figuring out who your population is, so that you can research them or, provide them with surveys and, focus groups to get certain answers and information from them. That was a really interesting experience. It was a little too rigorous for me at certain points and a little bit boring, but I think it was really great experience. And at the end of the summer, I got to actually go to a symposium where I got the opportunity to present my research. So super cool. But now I'm at this place where I'm thinking, oh, do I want to actually get a PhD in the future, or do I not? As you guys probably know, or probably not, I got my MSW degree about 6 years ago or so. If I did go back to get my PhD, there would be a big gap between my MSW and my PhD. So lately I've been sitting back and thinking to myself whether or not I actually want to go the PhD route. I think I've kind of settled on not getting a PhD, and there's a few reasons why. So first reason is that I feel like academia and teachers are just not that valued in society. Similar to other teachers who are not even at the PhD level, there tends to be pretty low pay, and I just don't think it really generates the type of respect that it deserves. In this society, I feel like we respect or value celebrities and athletes at a much higher rate than we do professors and PhD holders, which is really sad. And on paper, I don't really care. But the fact that, I could go through 5 more years of my life getting that PhD, and then at the end of it all, make a salary of like $50,000 to $60,000 a year, just doesn't sit that well with me. And of course, it's not all about money. I'm a person who really values education for education's sake, and being a part of an educational institution or an academic institution really does excite me. Just thinking about dedicating my whole life to academia, it's something about that really pulls me in. I'm a very curious person, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are as well. The good thing about getting your PhD is that this environment is set up for you to succeed at researching your heart out and really digging into those issues that you care about. You're going to be getting paid to do that. You're going to be connected to professors and specialists who have a deep understanding of the things that you care about, and you're going to get the opportunity to learn from them, to grow from them. That just sounds really exciting to me, right? Is it just me? I don't think it's just me. All of that is good and well, but at the end of the day, I also have to think about the time I'm putting in versus what I'm going to get out. And for you to put like 9-10 years of your life into education just to get a subpar salary at the end of it all, just something about it just doesn't sit well with me. And also, I feel like getting a PhD puts a huge emphasis on research and trying to secure funding for your research. And it doesn't focus as much on the teaching side or the aspect where, you're really grooming and helping to shape the future leaders within your field. And for me, that's really the part that excites me the most. Although research is very important, and I think I would like doing research as well within a PhD program, I'm more into and excited about the teaching aspect of it. And I just don't think most PhD programs put as much of a focus on that part of it. You can even think about your professors that you had in college and grad school. They had a lot of great information and they were geniuses in their respective fields, but some of them just weren't taught how to deeply connect with others and inspire other people around whatever their chosen field is. So I figure, if I can have a YouTube channel and share information and teach this way without having to deal with all of the rigor and competition related to research, then I might as well stick with what I'm doing now. And if my goal as a social worker is really to connect with other social workers and provide them with different skills that I've learned or different theories of change that I believe in, is publishing research the best way to do that? Most research findings are kept within the narrow walls of the ivory towers, right? Even right now, if you go to Google and you try to find research journals or findings on areas that you really care about, let's say you really care about violence against women, and you go to Google and you try to find a journal published by a professor around that topic, most likely you're going to be taken to a website where they're going to be asking you to put in different login information. If you're no longer a student, you just don't have access. So for the average person or the average change maker who is looking for research on a certain topic, they're going to go to Google and they're not going to be able to pay for those journal articles. So what they're going to do is they're going to see instead different blogs that people have made on the issues, different YouTube videos that people have made on it, and different articles and write-ups that community members have created online, and they're going to access those and learn from those pieces of resources instead. So I have to think about for myself, who am I trying to reach with my information? And I'm trying to reach the general public. I'm trying to reach those people who maybe don't even have a degree at all, who are working within grassroots organizations and community organizations who are trying to make change. And also, research journals are filled with so much academic jargon that the average person can't even understand it in the first place. Did you guys know that the average American's reading level is like 7th, 8th grade? So I figure if I'm trying to reach the people who are actually out there doing the work and share information with them, my best bet may be to just keep doing what I'm doing here on YouTube. And a big reason I think I don't want to get my PhD is because it's so time consuming. The average person is in a PhD program for about 5 years of their lives. And if you think about where you were 5 years ago and how much you were able to accomplish, how many different experiences you were able to have, that's a lot of time. And I just don't know if I would want to spend 5 years focusing on one pursuit or one endeavor. I really do value diversity of experiences, and I think that really has helped me to become the person that I am. Getting the opportunity to go live abroad and teach English in South Korea, getting the opportunity to work a few years doing community organizing and program development, having other experiences working within the philanthropy space, having the experience being in a community development fellowship program. I just learned so much. I met so many people and I connected with people with very diverse backgrounds. And I just don't know if I would want to dedicate 5 years of my life to where I'm really just, focused on working with people who are focused on just one specific field or interest and sticking my teeth into that one area for 5 years of my life. I just could see myself getting bored quickly and not feeling fulfilled or not feeling like I am having the varied experiences that I desire. And I looked this stat up, and apparently only 57% of those who enter into a PhD program finish their program. That's just something to keep in mind. Do you really want to commit the next 5 to 7 years of your life to a certain program? For some people, that's great for them, and that's really what they're meant to be doing. They have a problem that they care deeply about, and they want to delve deep into that problem for the next several years of their lives. Or maybe they plan on doing so anyway, so doing it in an environment where they can get that support and actually get paid for it could be a win-win for them. All right, you guys, so that's really my thoughts on this matter. Do I want to get my PhD? The idea of it all sounds very appealing for me. I do think I'm that type of person who would be interested in a PhD program and would want to dedicate my life to further learning and adding new knowledge to science, helping to inspire and cultivate the new generation of social workers. All of that sounds right up my alley, but I really have to stop and think about it deeply. And when I do that, it really does make me realize that I don't think it's the right path for me. There are definitely a lot of positives for getting your PhD or your doctorate in social work, but I personally don't think those positives outweigh the negatives. But maybe it does for you. So leave in the comment section and let me know. Do you guys ever plan on getting your PhD or your doctorate in social work? And if so, what has really helped you to come to this conclusion that you want to do this? And if you don't ever want to get one, let me know in the comment section below as well. And please don't just listen to what I have to say and make any type of decisions based on that. Yes, this is my experience and my thoughts, but there are people out there who just love being in a PhD program and they could see nothing better for them than to be a PhD student and to go on that path of becoming an academic. But it's just not for me. So this is my perspective, but make sure you do research and listen to the perspectives of other people as well before you make your decision. And most importantly, listen to yourself. Sit down and try to figure out if that is right for you personally. So I hope this video gave you something different to think about. But on that note, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.